the 1997 British Touring Car Championship in TOCA Touring Car Championship, and last time out we were treated to two thrillers at Thruxton, where Alan Menu and ourselves, John Cleland, started to pull away at the front of the field. However, Menu very much has the edge at the moment, and he could slip away unless we start to turn the tide pretty quickly. Today, however, on two races I've really not been looking forward to.
So here we are at Brands Hatch, where rounds 7 and 8 will soon be underway. Qualifying for the first race is about to start, so let's see who ends up with that elusive pole position.
And my hesitance towards these races has nothing to do with us being at Brands Hatch. I think it's a great circuit. It's actually to do with previous experience of this game. I bought a copy of this game a couple of years ago, still while we were in the middle of the NASCAR series, so I wouldn't be playing it on the channel for a while. So I had a little go of it, because I didn't have this growing up. I had TOCA 2. And I just wanted to have a little play, see how different it was. Started a championship, and I didn't get to the end of it, because I was saving a lot of stuff for surprises when we do the actual playthrough on the channel. And these races in particular at Brands Hatch were so frustrating. Controlling the car felt really difficult, as you've just seen. It just felt really hard to be able to kind of keep it, you know, on the straight and narrow, more so than any of the others that I'd done up to that point. And the AI were also ruthless in just how they tipped you around. It was two of the most frustrating races ever, and I'm not looking forward to doing them today. As we talked about in the last round, I really need to be on it. Menu is so consistent, we need to be at the front, especially in this early part of the season where the AI are allegedly a little bit easier. Okay, so that is at least a better lap, but this is not an ideal start to the final run. I think that's Will Hoy. We're going to try and fire up the inside at Druids. Oh god, see, that's one. Yeah, he just feels so snappy there. Is it going to be an improvement? It is.
Well,
Alan Menu is on pole.
Session, but Menu finally comes away.
Of course.
With the pole.
Frank Beeler, and I'm going to train myself to why I kept calling him Frank Beeler second ahead of Jason Plato. I hope we're at least 9th. That seems to be the best we can do at the moment. Nope, we're 11th, behind Bert Harvey, and just ahead of Anthony Reid and teammate Derek Warwick. We weren't far off getting 10th, 2 seconds off 9th. Time on the table. Oh, I'm worried. I am really worried.
The cars are ready to start the first race, so let's join them down on the grid.
Trying to get a good launch. It's a 12-lap race. Because of how short the lap is, only 6 points needed to meet the threshold. But Alan Menu has already picked up another point this weekend for pole position. Let's try and steer clear. And we're into the points already. Kelvin Burt just ahead of us. One of the Nissans. Oh bloody hell, we are so slow coming through that final corner. Oh, okay, that's not great. Down into Paddock Hill. Damn, it's horrible. Every single lap I'm going to be on edge through there. We can slide up the inside of Druids. Whew. Oh, good lord. Why is it so twitchy here? Much better run out the final cut. Well, I thought so. We closed in on the cars ahead, but really shut the gap on the Audis. Okay. As in the Audi shut the gap on us. I'm not even going to try and form proper sentences while I'm concentrating. Oh god, I hate this. Oh, why did I go so deep into Druids there? That was silly. Right, through Graham Hill Bend. Might have a shot. Do I go to the inside or the outside here? That was pretty solid. That was good. And case in point, what? Oh, hello. Goodbye. Where are they going? Have they even rejoined the track? What the How on earth was that Honda carrying second weekend in a row I've been taken out by a Honda? But how is it carrying so much speed through there? Like I was keeping pace with the car ahead. Oh my god. And this is what happens. I have an incident and then I start to get frustrated and I overdrive / take risks. Come on, we're not even at half distance now. We've got time to try and come back. Up the inside of the Peugeot into Paddock Hill Bend. Can we just get past Warwick? Big send into Druids. Better. Okay, up to 7th. Okay, bit of clear air, but I'm not making much headway into the Audi ahead. We won't if we keep doing that. I'm not enjoying this lack of progress. Clump of cars up ahead. And a good run. Do that right-hander. Which makes it annoying how I just absolutely got steamrolled by either Tarquini or Thompson. How were they doing that? Right. Oh my god. You. Just one little bump and then the car grips up and all of a sudden you are heading off in a direction you did not want. The irony of gaining so much time on a Honda through that corner. It's Thompson. I think Thompson's taken us out again. So we're on the outside of Bincliffe, which since it was mentioned that Bincliffe does sound like a swear word, I do have a little giggle every time I say his name. I won't giggle if he takes me out around here though, Jesus. Ooh, he's coming! Gird your loins. Get! What are we doing? Come on now. Oh no, not again, please. How are they doing that? Well, at least get the points threshold, which is something. But menu is just again off, and I assume winning by a long way. Yeah, it's Big Sen's time. Oh god, there's the two cars right there. There's a Renault there. Actually, it might be lapping a Ford. It's just got past. That's annoying. Ooh, the Renault's been done. Oh no, come on. Come on. It's Plato. God damn, we're just going to miss out on a podium.
Well, in a race right up to the flag, it's Menu who comes away with victory.
Of course it is. Alain Menu wins, but only just from Frank Bieler by a tenth. Plato just holds us off. If we aren't tipped by James Thompson and have to build all that back, again, a winnable race. I had a couple of mistakes in that recovery, but yeah, if we just don't get tipped round by James Thompson, we do alright. 4th place isn't a bad result, but it's still annoying. Once again, Derek Warwick. Just the 11th is his spot, it seems. Bloody hell, it's just so tense. And it's worse than Thruxton in terms of, like, being on edge. Right, let's see. We did get into the 44s, I think, or at least the 45s. Let's see if we can at least start in 9th. For race 2. Learnt a lot more about where I can push the car and where I maybe can't. In real life, race 1 was pretty much dominated by Alain Menu. He got pole, fastest lap in the win. It was the 2nd time this season he'd done it, and it was his 5th win of the season overall. But race 2 was the first time that we had a non-Renault pole position. Gabriele Tarquini in the Honda breaking the run, and in the race itself it was another Honda win. James Thompson picking up his first win of the season. Right, can I try and carry more speed, do this? Can I just like... No, I can't. So what the f***? Really want to lock in for this final lap. Right. Can we get to the 44s? Nope, 45s.
Well,
Another pole for Alain Menu ahead of Bieler. Plato 3rd, Thompson 4th, Rydell 5th. So we could still maybe have nicked 9th. No, we are just away from Kelvin Burt though. We start 10th. An improvement of 1 over the first race is winnable, but I might not be talking very much.
And now, let's join the 2nd race of the day.
Decent start. Was really worried about getting tipped up the inside there. Two Hondas together. Up the inside of Tarquini. Oh, Thompson! Nearly losing it. Going to be bold there. Do not give him the space though to tip us round here. We're okay, we're okay. This has to be a ruthless first lap. Because Menu's already bloody gone. Why do we seem better in a straight line here though? The run over the start finish straight seems pretty good. Where was this? Where was this in bloody Thruxton? And it looks like Menu has a number 2 back on his car again, so that weird glitch doesn't seem to be occurring here. Okay. Really good start. I'm going to send it. And that is British Touring Car Racing. What a first lap. First 2 laps, I should say. I really hope Menu can maybe get swallowed back into the pack a little bit. And let's just drive clean. This is crazy. I mean, we've just burst it. Like, why wasn't? Oh, why couldn't race 1 have been like this? Jesus. At this rate, we're going to come across traffic, I'd say, relatively quickly. So let's just make sure we don't give Menu a chance to get back into it. I really hope he just drops some places behind us. This would be our first win since round 2, Donington. And that race was one we also kind of drove away with. So to be able to try and pick up a win and then do it in dominant fashion, I think it's good. This would be good for the confidence. We would still, though, be technically losing ground coming away from Brands Hatch because Menu's 2 poles and the fact that we finished 4th in race 1. Although I'm saying that, here's hoping that Menu has dropped a place or 2 behind us. Beeler was really close to him in race 1. Hopefully, he can give up a few points. Slightly close to the sharp pit wall there. I saw it, don't worry, it's fine. I saw it. Oh, this is bad. First car we come up to lap, and it's bloody Derek Warwick. Derek, man, you were so close to points. Right, don't cause us problems, mate. Where are you? He's there. Okay, good. I saw him tipping us around in my mind's eye then. Not gonna lie. Oh, okay, there's no need to be like this, pal. There's like literally no need. I'm... Oh. No. That little bump again that I got caught on in race 1. Let's not do that. I beg of you. Frank Beeler, James Thompson, even Jason Plato. Just take some points off Alan Menu. Oof, okay. Well, race 1 of 2 went exactly how I feared it would, but a very pleasant surprise. for race 2. He says nearly come on now. It's an important win. It is an important win for John Cleland, our 3rd win of the season. Where is Alan Menu?
Driver is really storming this season.
Yes! Yes! Frank Beeler 2nd. 14 seconds clear of Beeler, then Thompson, Rydell, Plato, Menu. Oh, it was a big fight between them, between 2nd and 6th. Menu is down in 6th. For the first time, he's not in the top 2 this season. That is big. He's ahead of Tarquini and Bintcliffe. David Leslie and Kelvin Burt rounding out the points. Warwick, in the end, did get past Patrick Watts on the road to not finish last, but it's backwards progress for our teammate. Glad they don't actually track the Constructors' Championship in this game. So the gap comes down to 12 points between us and Menu. That is huge. That is really, really huge. We're only a race win away. Now, obviously, it's unlikely he's not going to score any points, but he's human, finally. A little chink in the armour, a little weakness. He isn't going to be 2nd all the time. We have an opening. We've got to be better, though. Very frustrating that race 1 wasn't a podium, and to be fair, could have been a win without that tip from Thompson. But good results overall. I can't even think of what the points threshold is, but I think we only need like 3 points next time to like surpass the points threshold. So actually we don't have to really worry about it as much anymore, so that's good. Next time we're off to Alton Park, which is such a fun circuit. There's no bad circuits in this calendar, to be honest. They're all so much fun. I mean, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. This is going to be a really tense battle with Alan Menu. We've got to keep up, and if the difficulty curve is going to go up, we've got to get better. We've got to get better fast. Thanks for watching. See you for Alton Park soon. Cheers.